that's not a vampire grave, I don't know what one looks like. Oh didn't even see that car then. Oh god. Right. Hi guys, welcome to another Dead Good Walk. Today we're in Billinge at St. Aidan's Church. And I've come to find the grave of an apparent vampire. Now I'm not saying it is a vampire, but if there was ever going to be a vampire grave, it's going to look like this. It's cool, isn't it, with the original railings around it? So just have a look through this newest section. Well, I say newer, it's Victorian. Mary, the wife of Peter Ward, 1890. Elizabeth, wife of John Hurst, July 1st, 1900. Also their children, William, Samuel and Fred, died very young. What's this one? Richard, dear husband of Hannah Milling, 1901. These are nice, aren't they? Decoration. There's the side of the church. I think it dates from 1713. Don't quote me on that, I'll try and remember later. Oh, look at these mushrooms. Look at the size of that. Quite a few more railings here. About 4 plots by the looks of it. It's a big old tomb, isn't it, this one? Andrew Comer of Strandhouse, Lancashire, interred 1869. Maria, his wife, whose remains were removed from their resting place in Bahia. Sounds like somewhere in India, doesn't it? And Henry Comer, Captain of the Royal Navy. Wow. It's a newer section through there, I think. Let's go this way, because I've seen a picture of the vampire grave, so it's next to a path, so it's got to be this way. Maybe a crypt down there. It's probably just storage though. See some older graves through here already. Oh, there's a vampire one. Let's have a quick look at these first. T. Winstanley. Here lieth the body of Joseph Martindale, 1723. Elizabeth Whittle, 1854. Mary and Mary Ann Turton, maybe mother and daughter. Humphrey and Thomas Athol, October 13th, 1811, age 66. The burial place of Ellen Hayward and a daughter Martha, who was 3 when she died, and their son was 7 weeks old. Oh man. GISB, short and sweet. In memory of John Wilson Ashall, died in 1873, age 46. Oh, this is a nice one. Robert Elizabeth Whistle, James, their son, died when he was 4, and their other son, Thomas, 16 months. Oh, that's so sad, isn't it? William and Mary Mather, another child's death by the looks of it, but it's quite worn, maybe 7 years old. This I and E G, 1852. John Grimshaw, 1833. H&B Armand, John Armand, 1853. John and Elizabeth Littler. Elizabeth of the above, who departed this life in 1899. G&E Bradshaw James, their son, died November 18th, 1853. Look at this old writing. Under this stone lieth the body of Lydia, wife of John Gaskell, who died, DYED, in 1726. Likewise, body of John Gaskell. Alright, on to the main event now. Now look at this thing. It's remarkable enough that it's in the shape of a coffin, but I've never seen anything like this before. It is absolutely incredible. And if that's not a vampire grave, I don't know what one looks like. Look at the skull there with the bat wings under it. 1720. With a serpent eating its own tail. The circle of life. Look at that. I'm pretty sure that'd say Memento Mori as well above his head. You can see these as well. There would have been curtains symbolising the end. And all it says, look, is George and Kitty Smith. Were they a vampire couple or not? If we let our imaginations run wild with us, they are, aren't they? Little handle there on the end of the coffin. It just looks like you could open it, doesn't it? Now, locally there is a little bit of a story. Well, it's not really much of a story. There's another handle there, look. Is it a handle or is it a serpent? No, it's a handle, isn't it? Doesn't look like that. That's a serpent's head there. Now there is a bit of a local tale that George was bitten by a snake and that's how he died. That's why there's a serpent on the top of the coffin. But it's just a mortality symbol, isn't it? The circle of life. So there you go, George and Kitty Smith. Were they vampires or not? Let's say yes, it's more fun, isn't it? Let's check out these few graves even. Mary Lucas died in 1873, aged 69 years. There's a tabletop tomb here. It's the first one I've seen. Not ever in the graveyard here. Robert and Martha Almond, 1840 and 1868. Also Peter, 1863. Let's go back and look at this little one. It's tiny, isn't it? Thomas Mossel died in 1913. Also Jane, wife of the above. I've just spotted these on the side of the church. See this number? Number 12. And then next to it, we've got 10. We must have walked past 11. There's 9. And then so on and so on. If anyone knows what they're for, let me know. Hi mate. I've never seen numbers on the outside of a church before. Oh, built in 1718 it says on the above the door. I think it said 1713 before, didn't I? Let's go check out this big tomb here. Look, you've got more numbers on this side. 11. 12, 13, 14, and 15. Strange. Look at this big old thing. Thomas T-Bay of Winstanley, 1848, age 48 years. To look him up or put some information on the screen later. Absolutely huge old box that. Right, I think I'll go back through the section we was in at the beginning. Because if I go this way, the graves are facing the right way. It was a bit awkward before, wasn't it? Oh, squirrel. Look at him. Hello. Oh, camera shy. I'll try and take a bit of a different route through here and see if we can see anything that we missed on the way in. In treasured memory of James Hewitt, 1816. James Hewitt. Why does that name ring a bell? James John, 1877. in remembrance of Ellen, beloved wife of William Gilbert. Margaret Elizabeth, daughter of Henry and Elizabeth Tyra. Never heard that surname before. Tyra. Now look at the top of this one. It's like a closed flower, isn't it? Just make out Alice and Thomas. James, beloved husband of Ellen Wilde, 1902. Well, these two are cool, aren't they? Richard Powell, who died January, is that 1602? Susanna Powell, aged 12 days, wow, God. And Mary Powell, aged 6 weeks. Also Mary Ellen, died in 1891. 10 months, I think that says. I think that's everything in here. They all look, with all due respect, just standard Victorian headstones. They tend to not have too much information on them. Big remembrance stone here, probably for the cremated. I think that's a wrap, isn't it? I think we've seen everything. So I'll say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.